Yo, yo, yo. It's your dog Art Man the Great. Back with another boxing conversation. We're just waiting for the folks to come in here before we get to cooking for real. Man, oh man, they've been mad at me. They've been super mad at me on Twitter, these social media sites and all that. But it's okay. I don't care. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at all. Because it's just interesting, man. I'm not surprised at the outcome of last night's fight. I'm not. But actually, I am, to be honest, because I'm like, yo, I thought Canelo was going to stop Charlo if Charlo couldn't hurt him. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that Charlo can stop. Canelo can stop Charlo. He said Charlo came for a check. Duh, nigga. Is water wet? Of course that motherfucker came for a check, bro. Are we surprised? Look at my face. Are we surprised that Charlo came for the check, man? And I was seeing I was watching the All Access, and I was just like, dog. You could just hear nigga got the family. He was like, man, I'm doing for our fam. He showing all the kids. They go, man. They go. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlo got Disneyland tickets already booked. Charlo already got the fucking Disneyland flight hotel tickets booked, nigga. He taking his family out. He probably bought his daughter a new car, kids new phones, iPad. He's taking his kids to Disneyland. Then he about to take his wife to Bahamas. Man, I don't even think Charlo will come back for a good minute. Y'all seen that house on All Access? That shit about to be double that tonight. He already got the construction workers. He got the man. Said more like Candyland. Ah man, chill. Definitely chill. But I'm just sitting back, just watching it. Like it is what it is. And I told my pops. My pops had a 1-on-1. I was talking to him. I was like, pops. Before the fight, I'm like, man, my heart wants Charlo to win this fight. But all the signs are showing that it's a money grab. And he was like, yeah, son, definitely is. But I don't got no problem with that no more because this is the money grab business. This is the only sport where you can make hundreds of millions of dollars in 30 minutes. You telling me I can go in the ring and make this type of money? All I got to do is survive for 30 minutes? I'm on my bike. I'm throwing that jab and I'm getting on my bike. Charles on his bike all night. He trained for cardio to be on his bike. He felt that power in that one round where he said, "Oh shit!" Canelo hit him with like I think it was like a hook, and then when Charlo was coming down, he hit him with like a little smooth little uppercut, to kind of touch him up a little bit on his way down. Charlo felt that shit. Looked at Canelo, said, "You wasn't supposed to hit me that hard. You wasn't supposed to hit me that hard." That man started running around the fucking ring, man. Ah, so, I want to see the same attitude with everyone else who has it so nice to Canelo. Yeah, man. It is what it is, bro. Everybody's gonna be nice to Canelo, man. He's the money man, dude. The man, the Mexican with red hair, dude. You can't beat that right now. You can't beat that. You can't beat that right now. Let that man live. And it is what it is. I can't even complain no more. all I'm gonna do is just sit back and watch. But to me, honestly, he not gonna get no credit for this fight. And a lot of people gonna say, "Well, I respect fighters coming into the ring and all that noble ass shit, man." I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. That was a money motherfucking grab, nigga. We all fucking know it, bro. Watching that fight, did you say, "Oh my god, Canelo improved so much. He's gonna go in there and beat Dimitri Bivol. He's gonna beat Benavidez. He's gonna beat Andre off of that"? No, you didn't say that. Look, you watched that fight and said, "Man, good fight," but nah, I don't know. My bad, my mic going in and out because I'm switching through apps and shit. But you said the fight was trash on both sides. Yeah, bro. It's like Canelo was throwing, man, and it's like, yo, it really made me think like, man, what the fuck really be going on in the sport? Because Canelo was throwing left hooks, right hooks, and Charlo was catching them shits. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, Charlo, throw some punches down the fucking middle. Like, what are we doing here? Canelo just super squared, flat footed as fuck, walking like the Terminator, cutting off the ring, and Charlo just sitting there, just looking at him, posing and shit. I'm like, man, Lord Jesus. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, either Charlo got a chin on him, or Canelo really not really upping the pressure on him. Like, cause it's like, yo, Canelo wouldn't even try to get this guy out of here. Really, it's like he was throwing the bombs, but they were being caught. Hold on 1 second. Oh, my little brother's on a fucking DoorDash. I'm over here thinking that motherfucking pulled up on me. I was about to reach under the seat. Hold on. Oh, that's this nigga car sounding loud as fuck. I'm in the garage. Hold on, let me. My bad. Shit. He said Charlo was fighting like he was in a dream. Yo, Charlo kept on doing this that. It's like it's kind of like he throws a jab and kind of steps in it and try to throw like a little right hand in it. He tried to do that shit and it just looked so weak. Like, bruh, Charlo went like this. He usually does this thing where he like kind of jabs, left hooks, jabs again, same hand. He did the jab, Canelo blocked that, and then he did the right hand like this. She went in the corner like this. That shit tapped Canelo face. I said, yo, what the fuck is this shit, man? This nigga can't even hurt this guy. Canelo can't be Charlo can't hurt motherfucking Canelo. And Canelo's not fucking up in the pressure to stop Charlo. Like this shit is just crazy, bro. And then niggas is looking at this nigga like he's the fucking best fighter on God green earth. I'm looking at it like, y'all, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. We're looking. If you don't get this loud ass fucking bucket out the fucking hell. My bad, y'all. Yeah. Anyways, Charlo, he ain't fight like a lion that night. He fighted like a nigga that was getting a check. Like I said, the flight to fucking Florida was booked. You know what I'm saying? The hotels was booked. Disneyland tickets was purchased already. It's already ready. Like the renovations to the house is coming this month. He taking his wife to motherfucking Costa Rica, Santorini, Greece, all that nigga. He about to do a world tour vacation. He's chilling, bro. Charlo, the check was cleared, white envelope, signed, sealed, dated. You already know what time it is. Y'all definitely know. And I ain't mad at him, because get your money. Bro, get your money, man. Everybody making their money in this game. Get your money. Charlo already took an L before. What's another L to Canelo? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, well, I had a tough fight with Canelo. The weight wasn't my weight. Excuses is already there because it is there. That's a legitimate excuse. If folks want to act like, oh man, Canelo's goaded for this, nah, he's not. The motherfucker went up 14 pounds to fight Canelo Alvarez his very first fight. Meanwhile, Canelo moves up to 168 to fight Rocky Fielding. Rocky fucking Fielding as his fucking touch-up fight to get accustomed to the weight. But we want to talk about how shit is even. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, they got the super Negro complex when it comes to black fighters. They expect us to be like super, super skilled, super athletic, naturally gifted, where we can just jump up 2 weight classes and fight. Like, come on, bro. Come on. And then I posted on Twitter. I'm like, well, shit, let's set the Canelo Charlo set the tone for these fights now, right? So why stop here? Let's make a Nui versus motherfucking Javante Davis, and let's motherfucking make Devin Haney versus Bud Crawford, undisputed versus undisputed. Right? It's the same thing, undisputed versus undisputed. Somebody's jumping up 2 weight classes. You might as well make Devin Haney versus Crawford. What type of credit do you think Crawford would get if he was to beat Devin Haney? Not stop Devin Haney, but to go all 12 rounds with Devin Haney. What type of credit do you think he would have got? Exactly. So I'm just sitting back like, I ain't mad. I'm not mad. My thing is, don't try to sit here in my face and tell me that this is a great achievement, great W. You know what I'm saying? This is better than motherfucking accomplishment undisputed in your weight class. Don't try to tell me that this is a step up from that. It's not. It's not. It's a meaningless title defense. It kind of reminds me of Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr. Remember that? But difference in that fight, Errol Spence was really putting it on him. It looked like a point where he was about to get stopped. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo, he went all 12 with Charlo. Mikey Garcia went all 12 with motherfucking Spence. But the difference is, one fighter ain't getting no credit for that shit at all. The other fighter is being praised as if those 2 losses on his record disappeared. Real shit. Real shit. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, so what's next for Canelo Alvarez? Does this count as a mandatory defense? Does this count as a mandatory defense? That's what the fuck I want to know. Because I'm not here, man. The way WC moving, man, I'm not here. I'm not thinking these guys talking about no mandatory for Benavidez versus Canelo, man. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they want motherfucking Benavidez to lose to Andre, just so they can say, well, we tried and Andre doesn't sell, so we can't make a Canelo versus Andre fight. We got a better fucking fight, like motherfucking Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez. I wouldn't be surprised if that was on the play. You can't tell me that's not on the play, though. Because what are we doing here? Are we in this game just to make money, or are we in this game to make money and be great boxers? That's a silly question because the game is to make money. What am I talking about? Definitely. The thing is, Earl had to fight Mikey because Thurman or Danny ain't want to fight, and Porter and Yugas was fighting at the same time. Benavidez and Morrell was available for September, not just Charlo. Exactly. So I won't be surprised if Canelo just vacates. I mean, yeah, what the fuck is belts, right? That should change in a matter of seconds. Matter whoever. The thing is with belts, it's like this. It matters, but then again, it don't matter. It matters to us old school fans where we think that, okay, winning something on a world level is great. But then we think about business and today's boxing. Like, well, nigga, you got to make this money, and if you got a belt and you ain't making no money, what's the point of even having that fucking belt? Which is understandable. But man, oh man, there's one fight that they not talking about though, and I ain't surprised that they not talking about this fight. The motherfucking Lubin versus Ramos fight, and I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys. I picked Lubin coming into this fight, and I'm not upset with the decision. I'm not upset with the decision. You know why? Because Ramos, he had one job: go in there, run through Lubin, get him the fuck out, and let everybody know that you're the next big player for Mexico boxing. He failed to do that. He definitely did. He looked impressive. He looked impressive for the first, I would say, the first 5 rounds. And then he kept on letting Lubin go in there, sneaking in with the counters. He let Lubin go in there and back him up. The bigger man getting backed up in the back half of the fight. He let Lubin hit them jackhammer ass left hooks on him. He let Lubin dip on him and hit him with right hooks to the stomach. He walked clean into a Lubin uppercut, backing up. Lubin was literally backing up. I remember, they don't even want to talk about it. Lubin was backing up. Ramos was trying to walk him down, and Lubin went, ah! And Ramos went, took that shit and kept on pushing. Commentary tried to ignore that shit. I said, "Oh man, commentary full of shit, y'all. Y'all full of shit, man." Once they start talking about the guy's background and where he come from and his promising future, just know it's some bias ass shit about to come into play. Man, biased as fuck talking about Ramos and where Ramos from and where Ramos doing his brothers, sisters, aunties, cousins. He walked the old lady across the street. They start talking about all that bullshit while Lubin was fucking catching him. Now I'm not mad if folks feel like it was an upset because I get it. Some things you don't see certain things on first watch, especially when you hear the crowd, oh, 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 and you hear fucking Al Bernstein, and and Lubin, he just needs to pick up the pressure and no, fucking Abner Mars talking all that stupid shit, and motherfucking the hairpiece guy, he's just all over the fucking place screaming, and I'm like, y'all, they not fucking talking about the work that Lubin is putting in, but it is what it is because the judges don't hear all that bullshit. The judges is looking right at the fight. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the scorecards were a little lopsided. It were a little lopsided. If anything, it should be at least 7-5 for Lubin. That's how I see it. Folks can say, oh, nah, it was a blowout. Nah, I don't believe it. I would consider 7-5. 7-5. You say you're not either? You're not mad? Shit, I'm not mad either. Shit, it is what it is. And folks getting mad at me saying, oh, Art, man, this is just a black thing and all that. Lubin is Haitian. Man, everybody want to call me when I'm on live. My bad, y'all. But yeah, Damn, what the fuck I was talking about? The Lubin versus Ramos fight. No, my bad, my bad. I fucking went out. People, people call. They call when you on live and shit, and that's just crazy. But it is what it is. But look, I was watching that fight, right? And I'm just whole time I'm sitting there and I'm watching Ramos put in some work for the first couple rounds. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, Ramos, you doing something, but you gotta place those punches. Because I've seen Lubin get hurt and rocked by uppercuts and all that shit. You're not doing that. All you're doing is trying to work the body. And I'm like, okay, cool. But that man is still tucking his elbows and countering you. He's still countering you. You're backing up. Why is it the sixth round and you backing up? She's just mad at me like, oh, man, you're just biased. Lubin is Haitian. I'm FBA. There's no bias here.
Hey yo, yeah, I actually picked Ramos to win that fight. I was shocked. I was like, "Oh shit, Lubin clearing him." I was shocked,
Bro,
and
I
the
picked
commentators
Lubin
were
going
smoking
into
crack.
that fight. I picked Lubin going into that fight. You know why? I said Lubin is a better boxer and he still has pop in both hands. I I feel like Ramos was bigger. Yeah, he's a good fighter and all, but I feel like Lubin, his IQ and skill was just gonna be a little bit too much for the young dude. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Ramos didn't prove me wrong.
I was like, I picked Ramos going in simply because of Lubin's chin. I assumed that Ramos would do enough to make it a gunfight on the ropes and Lubin's chin would crack. But no, Lubin was actually in there handling business. And you know what was funny? Not only were the commentators super biased, but they kept saying that Ramos was only having success on the ropes. If you only have success on the ropes, that says everything somebody needs to know about you as a fighter. And people were saying Lubin's chinny, then I'm like, why couldn't Ramos handle business? Because he's just not. He wasn't that good.
He didn't even hurt him or stumble him or have this nigga double thinking about anything.
He didn't rock him once. I was shocked. I was like, damn, he did nothing.
All Lubin did was just okay. At least he curled up, but he's still catching the punches, and then he'll counter. And I'm like, and Ramos will catch the counter and be like, oh shit, and then have to think, but he'll still try to mask it by throwing punches, but you're still getting caught.
Yeah, and also one thing that they started to ignore is that Lubin kept steady with the right hand to the body. He was throwing a killer right hook to
Right
the
hand to the
body,
body.
and he wasn't getting a lot of credit for that, even though you could hear it. Like people forget Lubin can still punch.
I like Lubin. He does like he did like a little step where he leans over and he goes "Pah," right to your stomach, right in his dead
Right.
center. And folks, I swear I'm like commentary. Why are you guys not saying anything about that? They're like, oh well, look at how impressive Ramos is, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
It was the commentary was very weird. They were scoring it like it was the Canelo fight, forgetting that Jesus Ramos is not Canelo. Only people like Canelo get credit for walking forward with their hands up. If you're not throwing punches, you're not going to beat somebody like Lubin. So it was very weird, and people said I was being biased too, and I'm like, nigga, I picked Ramos to win the fight. I'm saying I'm wrong. Like I picked Ramos to knock Lubin out, and Lubin went in there and embarrassed his little ass. It happens.
But you're black. Our skin color is black, so we all black, and that's how it is. Black bias. and
Yeah,
and I even posted Shakur Stevenson said the right man won. And I said,
because
damn, isn't this y'all king saying he won? Damn, I
yeah.
mean, he has a superior boxing IQ than every boxer on planet Earth, so he must know right.
It's funny
Right.
when he said Lomachenko beat Haney, everybody believed him. He said Lubin beat Ramos. Oh, Shakur need to shut the fuck up. It's just funny. That's just funny.
It's super funny, bro. And I'm just sitting back laughing and shit. But what you think about Yugas versus Barrios? I picked Barrios. I was on a
I
hot.
pick Bar- yeah, I pick Barrios too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I pick Bar. I mean, he's younger, faster, throws more punches, and he hasn't had his shit broke off like Ugas. Ugas just got his shit literally broke off.
And that's what I
Like,
was telling niggas. And these niggas, I think because they be interacting with Yugas on Twitter and shit like that, so they think they're friends, so they gotta, you know, go Yugas ass niggas, acting on Twitter. I'm like, nah, fuck all that nigga. That nigga could be damaged goods. That's what I was.
Now, Ugas was the favorite. You know, dudes on Twitter only know how to pick the favorite. That's all. Ugas was
I
the
know,
favorite to win, and that's all. That's all they know. They don't really watch the fight. They just go,
bro.
"Oh, Ugas the favorite."
Man, I wish he was on Twitter because I called the fight. I said I got Barrios decision, I got Lubin decision, I got Charlo decision. These niggas try to laugh me off the block. Said, nigga, I ain't picking the exact opposite. You don't know fucking boxing. Just stick to making t-shirts. Nigga, after that Barrios win, they looking at me like, man. And then I said, don't be surprised. Lubin gonna take that shit too. They like, nah, fuck that. Lubin took that shit. They started fucking holding their fucking pockets, nigga, thinking that Charlo was gonna do something based off what I said on Twitter. But hey, it is what it is.
They probably cried robbery with the Lubin shit. Oh my god, it was a PBC setup. Like they're both not PBC fighters.
Steve Kim, Steve Kim said this is what happened when Ramos don't sign directly with Al Heyman.
Oh my god.
He just
Oh my
he said
god.
he just learned his lesson.
Wow. All right. Well, fucking bozos. And Mr. Shelton, hell no. I do not want to see that fight. That I think at this stage, Barrios deserves at least one or two more good checks before he signs up for that level of ass whooping.
And
That's
you know what I was
insane.
saying, D Hive? You know what I was saying? I said, you niggas is fighting hard to be fighting, getting y'all ass whooped by boots next. Watching that
Oh
shit.
my god. Ugas better retire and Barrios, I don't want to see Barrios fight Boots. Barrios deserves one to two more good paychecks for beating up Ugas
Bro,
like that
I
before
think
he get absolutely sacrificed.
I think since Al Heyman and PBC they just capitalized off of Canelo Charlo, they make some good profit, to my knowledge. I think they're gonna use some of that revenue and say, fuck it, we're just gonna give Keith Thurman what he's asking for to make Boots star. They're gonna sacrifice.
I figured they would do Boots versus Stanionis first and let Keith Thurman maybe Thurman Crawford.
Nah, Thurman Crawford. Nah, I think it's gonna be Spence versus Crawford in 2024. Crawford's tied up.
Well, hey, Crawford talking that 147 shit. And we don't
I
know how
know,
that's gonna work out.
and that's the thing. Money talks though, because I feel like that's another thing of saying, oh, and then his trainer is fucking locked up. Niggas forgetting that shit. What the fuck? This nigga's really.
Yeah, yeah, Bomac on. I think when is his first arraignment is this month, ain't it? So he been on lockdown since summer, trying to get a pistol through fucking customs. Oh my god.
Niggas not speaking on that, but hey, it is what it is.
Because it's stupid. I mean, like you flew private with the pistol to the UK, and you know you can't come to an American airport. We're the most gun-friendly country on earth. You know you can't come to an American airport with a pistol. You think you're gonna smuggle it through a nation whose gun laws are so strict? Even half the cops don't have pistols. Like, what is you doing? You couldn't throw it down the fucking storm drain like the wire? Like, come on, bro. Like, it was just stupidity.
Either somebody planted that shit on them, or that's just some stupid shit. Because nigga, I'd have got rid of that shit.
Right. And my thing is, who is Bomac to really feel like he needs to run around the UK with a pistol to defend himself? Who is going to be after you, Bomac? Who? Who is these
And that
mystery goons that? Yeah.
and that's the question, and that's the question of hand. Like, are you afraid of something? Because I got me a pistol. That's to protect me from all enemies, foreign and domestic, nigga. I know if I have to bring my pistol, there's a chance that somebody can be out here trying to get me. Nigga, you going to the UK to do a professional, your sport, your job. You're telling me that you're worried that somebody's gonna try to harm you out there?
Yeah. And my thing is, Crawford just got all this money. Hire some armed security for 16 hours or for however long you got to be in public. They have armed security. They have niggas with guard cards in the UK. It's not that deep. You think the people that be guarding them events would be out there with their good intentions? No, some of them have guns. Just hire some armed security. It's not that deep.
What's going on, Trap?
Yo,
Sorry, bro.
no, they say he got robbed last time he was out there. They took his wallet and all that. But no, the UK niggas be aggressive towards niggas. Remember they kidnapped Joel Santana and made him call Cameron and all that.
I mean, they got over on Amir Khan too, didn't they? Didn't they steal his watch and his wallet?
They kidnapped Jewels for a whole day. They hit Game with a bottle. They knocked Future bodyguard out. So they real aggressive towards Americans for some reason. I don't know why. But
But what if
if
Bo,
if you fucking with one of their fighters, I don't understand.
so what Bo Mac was gonna do? Blick a nigga
I,
out there?
I'm
And
guessing
what?
he wanted to blow something down. It's some dumb shit. Like you
But I
just
mean,
like
It's not worth the charge that you
yeah,
get
yeah.
for smoking
you want
somebody.
a car?
Yeah. Yeah, he don't know the rules of the land. You got to get you a nice little shank when you in the UK. Like they be stabbing niggas. So if you move around like that and you afraid, nigga, get you something in the kitchen that look like you a big nigga, so you can get away like shit. I just wanted some case I got hungry or something. But the nigga, I don't know, bro. Like that's some dumb shit. He definitely ain't get on the airport because they arrest. You see, Joel just did like a year for that when he went in the airport with the gun. Like so, you
Yeah.
definitely ain't get through no airport.
I
And
just don't understand why he just didn't dump it. Like, why you know that this is the you can't be doing this. That's why you had someone get you a pistol on the low. Why, when you found out you had to fly back commercial, you should have just dumped it down the storm drain and put it in the trash can outside. Like, I that happened to me one time. Like, not with a gun, but I had a knife on me because I just forgot and I just threw it in the trash can.
or gave it back to whoever you got it from. He bought that shit out there, but it just was some dumb shit. Cause you
Yeah.
ain't leave America. Cause you see the shit with Juice World, Rollo, they not playing that shit in private jets either. That's why Juice had to swallow all them drugs and kill himself. So they not playing that on private jets. So I don't know why people think he flew over there with that shit. America ain't allowing that.
Oh, well, I thought he did because sometimes when you fly private, you don't have to go through the standard security check-in like other people. You can just go right to the airstrip, and that's kind of one of the privileges of paying the airport for storage fees for a plane. You get a little extra leeway like that sometimes.
I think he bought that shit, bro. I think he bought that shit. But he fucked up. I seen an article or something say that he's supposed to be getting released or something. Like y'all ain't see that shit?
I thought that because I know he was being held until his first arraignment, which I believe is this month,
Yeah,
and I
it's
don't.
on the 10th.
I mean, shit, this is fucked up because, like, if you go back to America and they're not going to extradite for, like, this little petty crime of possession, you can't go back to the UK, bro. Like, you going to get picked up for this outstanding if you don't face trial. So, it's just weird.
Too bad he wasn't in like Dominican Republic. He could have paid his way out.
Shit, you could pay your way out using the states. You could pay your way out any charges around here, especially in California. But
Y'all strict out there. That nigga Boosie beat the case, and then the feds picked him up for getting caught in Dago.
well, I mean, the federal situation that's different than California. California got when it comes, especially when it comes to celebrities, got very relaxed protocols. Because that's the thing in America. Everything is dependent on what the DA decides to press charges on. If the DA doesn't decide to charge you, nothing happens. It's just you pay the residual court cost and you go away. The UK, I believe they operate on the civil law system as opposed to the common law system. So their charges are based on you actually violating, are actually committing an offense versus in the United States, it's all dependent on what the DA decides to charge you with.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't fuck with Cali. Y'all gun laws too strict. Cali and New York, I ain't fucking with.
Yeah, California, New York, Massachusetts, even Maryland. I'm in
Illinois,
Maryland. Yeah,
Illinois.
I'm in Maryland now, and the gun laws in Maryland are getting pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's,
And
it,
DC has shitty gun laws too. Ironically, DC is one of the only major cities in the U.S. where crime is increasing and the gun laws are trash. That's funny.
Yeah, I love the gun laws
I
out
mean,
here though. I got my
they
license.
they got strict ass laws in Chicago. That ain't stopping nothing.
Yeah.
But can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Some dumbass niggas who get their license think that they can just blick a nigga down.
It depend where you at. It
I was
depend where
out
you
here.
at.
I was out here in Minnesota, and we all got a license and shit out here. But a dude approached a guy at a gas station, and he was on some like arguing tough guy shit. Next thing you know it, he's like, "Man, I got a gun. I can go get it." He went and go grab this shit, and he blicked the nigga down. And he said, "Man, what happened? What's wrong? I got my license. He was threatening to kill me, and I killed him." And they're like, nah, you can't do that, nigga. What are you talking about?
No,
You,
yeah,
you,
y'all must don't have stand your ground out there.
We
Like he,
well,
definitely don't.
well, your life has to actually be at risk. If
Yeah,
someone if someone is talking at you from a distance, simply threatening you, and you don't make all efforts to disengage, and you just go back and murder them, that looks bad.
yeah. See, in states like that, if you don't have stand your ground, they tell you in the class that you got to try to get away, even if somebody coming at you, you got to try to run and shit like that. So that's why you need stand your ground, because sometimes.
hey, guys, I gotta get up. I gotta get out of here. I gotta handle some business real quick. We're gonna go
All right,
live again later.
all right. Thanks for having me
Uh,
on. Take care.